Hey guys, Rebecca Mercava here reporting for duty. How you doing, light warriors, light beauties? Are you feeling these deep, intense energies? As this matrix crumbles and the old grasps on of what it can, of the mind control, of what it knows, of what's comfortable for it. It puts its hooks on you. Are you feeling a little bit shaky lately? How's your back? How's your back feeling? How's your body? Are you feeling these energies inside and out? Because that means you're a light warrior. And that means, it's been quite a roller coaster ride for you. Experiencing these ups and downs, feeling like you're one person one day and another person the next. Tired one day, wide awake, not sleeping the next. Some days receiving downloads, other days receiving literally nothing, and just sleeping, which you're receiving things. When you're sleeping, you're probably receiving more than when you're awake. Intense dreams, dreams about planets and truths that are up there in the sky. You're experiencing all this, then you're definitely on the same path that I'm on the same level that I'm on. And let me tell you, it ain't easy to be one of the first ones. Like, it's getting pretty intense. I mean, I'm watching some people just act literally downright crazy and running around with this anxiety, and it's because they just don't understand. And when we're still stuck in kind of that lower 3D mind trap, we're literally trapped in the mind, and when a higher being comes around somebody who's still trapped in the mind, the person who's still trapped in the lower mind, it takes that fight or flight kind of instinct around you, and feels the anxiety but doesn't know what to do, so they just kind of want to run from you, and you want to run from them. That's normal, it's natural. As we evolve, everybody's at their own stage, their own pace right now, and ones that are really feeling it, who are watching right now, I know you wouldn't be watching right now if you weren't really feeling it, because you wouldn't be understanding. Otherwise, like, they literally don't understand at all. But the ones who do, we're very few and far in between. We're kind of placed in places where there is not much light around us, not much understanding of these higher realms around us. We're pretty much the only ones, probably. So I'm sure you're feeling a little bit quite lonely in wanting to speak about this stuff, but then getting those blank stares like we do, or just not this like powerful stuff that we want to just speak and run with, and the second we do, they're like, oh no, I can't understand you. Like, either they just ignore you completely and start watching their phone or something, or they literally get anxiety and you feel it in your soul, and just they don't want to hear it. And it's like, literally too, if you're happy around somebody that's still trapped in their mind, running around, like I'm picturing like a little rat running around in their mind yet. If you're around them and you are expressing happiness, another thing that they tend to want to run from right now, because they're still experiencing a lot of pain. The world is literally going through their dark night of the soul, and we've been through it. We've been through it already. So now we're stepping up at a level and saying, we got to make some major changes here, and we know that the major changes are going to come from our spiritual truth and our spiritual knowledge, and speaking that. So I'm encouraging you all to come out with your truth. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of who you are, and it does not matter if anybody understands right now. If they don't, you just gotta pull back and hang on to your communities online, even if you don't know them in person. Everybody pretty much that I know in my physical world, except for my children, my little younger children, are still fast asleep, or just waking up and like stumbling around, just confused as fuck right now. So, yeah, just but it's time that we not just let that knowledge just sit there in our soul, because you can feel the release when you honestly just let go and just say, hey, I'm seeing these synchronicities, I'm seeing these signs, I'm understanding things on a deep level, and Spirit, keep going, keep giving me more knowledge, because I mean, the more of us that get this knowledge and speak it, the more that we can feel safe that other people know it too, and we're not alone. And so it's important that we gather together, even if it's just online, you know, and let each other know that, hey, I get you, I understand it, and what's going to happen is the people who are just waking up out of slumber, kind of wiping their eyes out, sleep out of their eyes, they're going to start to really be attracted to this. I mean, you're seeing it already. I mean, there's more and more people who are actually knowing what the Great Awakening actually is, or Ascension actually is, and they're going to seek you, instead of you not forcing anything on them. But if you put it out there on a channel or something like I do, they're going to seek you, and that's really what's going to lift us up. That's the best job ever that we could ever have, is a job supporting the spiritual community. Because let me tell you, we have a lot of support up there and all around us, and a lot of support from our higher self, who is holding on to us right now as we are shaky between realms and trying to lift us up. You know, there's a lower version of us and there's a higher version of us, and the more we understand that we're becoming spiritual beings, the more that higher version of us is coming in. The higher version is more knowledgeable. The higher version's happier, more beautiful, more dedicated, more motivated, and definitely less anxious. And it's great that we at least understand what the fuck is going on with us. Because can you imagine, like, the people who are really dealing with what we're feeling on our soul, and they have not a clue what the heck is going on. They're like, yeah, I can see that my life is freaking literally crashing down around me, crashing and burning, but why? And they're stuck and they're trapped and they're just like, you know, they're anxious because they're running around just locked up in this box of the Matrix yet. And until they find spiritual awakening, ascension, knowledge, that gift of that knowledge, they're going to be stuck in that box. And if you get in their way, they're going to want to push you aside. They don't want to hear it. They just, they're going to be like that mouse running around. They're not even going to see you. They're not going to see your higher beauty. They're not going to see your higher self, because they're too trapped. They're too trapped. And so that's what's going on with a lot of other people. That's what's going around, you know, our whole entire existence right now. But the best way that you can release these energies that you're feeling is to speak, and is to seek. Speak and seek, and keep going on that path of spirituality, because that's really, really what's going to get you out of the trap. The money trap, the sadness trap, the anxiety trap, the fear trap, the just any kind of trap you're going to get out of when you fully seek and speak spiritual knowledge. And the synchronicities, don't let those pass by. I know I had a dream lately about that the sun, it was like a dream premonition kind of thing. I was awake, more like a meditation, I would say, but I see visions. And I saw a vision of two suns, that there is a smaller sun behind our sun, and it's trapped behind our sun, in the orbit behind, and it's smaller, so it's never seen, and we don't even know it exists, but it's beautiful and bright and shining, and could give us a lot of beneficial spiritual knowledge and beauty and love if it shined down on us, if it wasn't trapped behind the bigger sun that we see every day. But I have a feeling that with this pole shift happening, and with this awakening happening, and the vibration changing, that's going to throw our sun off orbit a little bit, and throw us off orbit a little bit, and that little sun's gonna start to show in the sky. So that's a prediction that I have. I'm hoping it comes true, and I could say, like, a year from now, see, it's right there. All the knowledge is right there. But kind of my proof that it is true is that after I had the dream, a day later, my favorite dude on About Awakening, named Michael, on YouTube, he's pretty much my favorite right now, came out with a dream that he had about two suns, and he said that they were captured with an actual telescope. And I said, oh wow, I have chills, like, it's happening. I had the dream, he had the dream, we're on different parts of the country, we had it the same night, and I wrote it down, and then he spoke it the next day, and I'm like, how is it possible for two people to have the same exact dream? And then this guy shows up with the telescope showing these two suns, and I can put that in the description, and I'll copy and paste my guy's channel on the description, because I think he'd be useful for you to watch as well. He's very knowledgeable. But it's just like, wow, that's my personal proof right there, more than anything I've ever had, is two people having the same dream and then it being shown in the sky, literally. And so I know that little planet is coming. That little sun is coming. Then he talked about the Nibiru, this little planet 9. Well, I got a premonition that, there's kind of a twin self of every single planet, including the sun. And it's on the backside of us, or on the flip side. And we just can't see it because it's always running behind us, chasing behind us in the orbit. But we're starting to raise our vibration, slow down a bit, and merge with our little planet. And it's the twin soul of each planet. So, like, Earth has a twin soul. Nova Gaia, I have a feeling it's more like, the stars also, the 5-point star merging with the 6-point star, becoming whole. And I think once this is the event, and this is the solar flash. When those two suns come together, they will create a solar flash, and it's coming soon. The more we raise our vibration up and make our little planet move back a little bit in orbit, the closer we are to finding our little twin planet and our little twin sun, and actually seeing the twins of all of our planets, and releasing them and making them whole again. And that's the flip side of the lower dimension. That's the higher dimension, when the twins merge. And I have a feeling once that happens, then warriors of light, which most of us are single right now, haven't found our twin yet, are going to merge with their twin, and it's going to be a beautiful experience. I also have a feeling that twin soul does not necessarily mean romantic soul. Twin soul could be a sister, a brother. I have a feeling our planet has, or our sun has that little planet, that little sun behind it. I have a feeling it's his twin brother. It's a twin. And so not necessarily romantic twins, but twins of all kinds. It could be a romantic twin sister, twin brother, like I said, but it depends on what you choose them to be. I guess I'm sure, I don't know everything, but I mean, this is just kind of coming to me. And so once we reach this event, the twins are going to connect. And once the twins connect, there's no stopping them. That's our God self. That's the Godhead of the planets, and Godhead of ourselves. When we merge with that little twin spark that is on the other side of behind us, kind of just waiting for us to raise our vibration, slow down, and merge with it. And as above, so below. And we're starting to see the two suns. I'll show you pictures of it and everything. And it's been spotted in the sky above Egypt. Beautiful two suns. You know, so it's all physically proof there. It's sad that not enough people look up to the sky. I know when I take a lot of photographs and stuff like that, and I show people, it's like, oh, cool. You know, they don't really care. I look at it and they're like, oh, okay, what's so great about that? And I'm like, look at the beauty. Why don't you look up in the sky once in a while? Because there's beautiful things happening in our sky. You can see it every single day. I've been taking beautiful, beautiful photographs of that sun. With the little sun's rays behind it, I have a feeling coming out. Beautiful pictures, beautiful rays coming out behind the sun. Our sky is changing. Our planet is changing. We are having technology that's going to prove there's more to life than just this rat race that we've been running around in. I mean, there's more, there's bigger things than a virus. There's bigger things than a job. There's bigger things than money. There's bigger things than politics. It's up in the sky, and it's merging with us, and eventually people are going to wake up and realize, hey, you know what? Drop this rat race and start to search what's really important. And what's important is our spiritual awakening. It is the most important thing there is on the planet. I guarantee you that. Because if we want to end the pain, the war, the suffering, the money troubles, the whole shebang, and bring it back to connection, unity, and powerful happiness, then spiritual awakening is what's going to bring us through. And it's here. And I know you guys know it, because the reason you are listening to me is because you are a warrior of light. You are one of the, what they say, 144,000. Now, the 144,000 number is only the number of the very first ones. The ones who understand it first and speak it like me. The leaders of the pack, so to speak. Become a leader. And like I said, if you are understanding me and not just shutting me off and wanting to just shut me up, then you're definitely the 144, the leaders of the pack. After the 144, it'll turn to 288, it'll turn to 16, whatever the next number is, and it's going to take off. And we're gonna see it on a global scale, which, I mean, we already are. The old system's crashing to bring in the new. And so bring in the new beautiful you. Make that your choice, your daily focus. And don't hang around the ones who truly don't understand and want to push you away. If they cut you down, or say, like, you tell them knowledge and they say kind of backhanded weird things about it, and you're like, man, that sounded angry, or that, you just don't want me around, then don't be around them. Only be around people who want to support you. Only be around people who love you, who truly love you. And if people truly love you, they're not going to treat you bad. And it's a huge way to raise the vibration. huge, is to understand they'll get there one day. You know, the people, they might be family members, they might be friends, they might be people you loved, but they don't have the capacity to love you back. Not that unconditional kind. So then you got to drop them. And that hook that is created, that cord that's created between you and them, will slowly dissolve and disappear. And your body's going to start to feel better. And you're going to start to feel better. Even if you have to be alone. Right now, there's very few. I've had to cut a lot of people out who I didn't think I was going to have to cut out. And they're not bad people. They're just stuck yet. And they're stuck in that box, you know. And if you're around them, they're going to pull you into that box. And you don't want to be there. It's a bad feeling. I know you all feel it. I know you all feel this. I mean, I know you all feel this on a deep, deep level. Like, you know, at first when I started speaking about this stuff, it was like, you know, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, maybe I'm just losing my mind, you know, maybe. But now it's like proof after proof after proof, and I'm feeling it in my soul. Like it's a knowing. It's a utter knowing that this knowledge is very, very true and very, very important. And that we can't stop this from happening. And we're feeling heavy vibrations and terrible, terrible feelings and low things strongly, so that, you know, we say, I've had enough. I've had enough. Sometimes you gotta fall over and over again till you say, I'm not gonna fall anymore. I'm gonna do something completely different. I'm gonna stand up and I'm going to not fight, speak and seek real knowledge. And so that's what's happening today. Yeah, once you surrender, once you fall over and over again, and you understand that it doesn't feel good, and you start to cut out that lower world completely. Even if you don't have a penny to your name, and you don't know where you're gonna live next week, you still have this inner peace and this inner knowing that you went through that struggle to rise up. And you start to change things one by one, slowly, one step at a time. But the feeling inside is so much better when you release all that baggage, that old stagnant energy. Just release it, let it go, stay away from it for now. Talking people, places, environments, things, and raise up, level up, guys. I love you all so much, and please make spiritual awakening your main focus, and don't care what anybody thinks anymore. Say, I am a light worker, and I am proud of it. I am who I am. I am my higher self. And I want to share it with the world because it's such a beautiful place to be. I love being in my light body. And I'm not scared. I'm not scared to make the world aware of it. Baby, we're rising up. Okay, I love you guys all. And peace, love, and light. And please comment, you guys, and let me know what you've been going through. And I really want to know what your dreams have been lately, because we are the prophets. We are the prophets of our time. And our dreams are very important. Your dreams are very important. They're premonitions. So speak them before it actually happens. And then people are going to start to look at you and say, maybe they do know what they're talking about. Show them the proof, because that's what they need. So speak up, tell your visions, tell your knowledge, because, you know, your vision might come true the next day and somebody will look at you and say, you're right, and you just woke them up. So So let me know. Share in the comments. I want to know your dreams. I want to know your experiences lately and your feelings, because literally, I know I always say it's happening now. It's happening now. But this is truly the event. And say, I insert name. Rebecca Lee Merkaba is my higher self name. No, that is not the name that I was given by my 3D parents or and put on a piece of paper for government, but my higher self has a different name. We all have a different name, so search for that name. I'm Rebecca Lee Merkaba, the higher version of Becky of the 3D. And what's your higher name? Let me know. It's probably your username. All right, my beautiful Merkaba family of light, I'm checking out for today, but please let me know how you're feeling, okay? And speak and seek. I love you guys. I am a light worker, and so are you, the 144, the ones who came down to save this planet from utter self-destruction. Love, light, peace, unity, higher versions. Come out and play. Come on, guys, come out and play with me. Let's go. Okay, checking out. Bye. Love you.